Alrighty, so C to 390 independent study. I'm actually supervising Cy Morales. He was the previous presenter. Cody Conrad, Ben Young, Ben's back there, and William DeLeon. He's the 3D printer guy.
Amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so our overall goal is to revamp an IBM server that was purchased by the department. It's going to be a depository for staff and students, like I said. The server will be converting several forms to electronic versions that can be printed and or stored in a database. It offers secure, unique logins, a resume section, video help section for like tutorials that professors can put on there for students to access. Automatic backups weekly through the operating system, a Moodle content management system, and it has a Ubuntu server on it. Just what I like to use. Some people like Windows. I'm a Linux guy. And an efficient use of RAID, which is redundant array of independent disks, and it helps with backups and make sure that we don't lose data. The benefits of this, students will be able to post and access their resumes to aid in employment applications and opportunities. So a lot of the times we have our resumes, on 3 different flash drives and 4 different externals and 3 computers. This is a place where everybody can put them in one single storage area where actually our professors, Ms. Smith, will be able to access them and forward them to employers for the students, or students can go on there. If they forget where they stored it, it will be on the server. They can therefore send it to employers. And even employers can get on there and access the resumes for a said student if we give them permission. Professors and employers will be able to access resumes of students in a single repository. By using Moodle, the Delhi students are familiar with it because our Vanco Hall, which is where we go to access our homework, online assignments, and stuff like that. Everybody's used to Moodle, and it's free. So I went and, we as a group went and did some reading on Moodle, and we thought it would be great. It makes it a lot easier to store things and in little courses in different blocks. So I mean, it's easy for us because we've used it before, and it's easy for faculty because they use it every day. So we figured Moodle would be a great content management system to put on the server. And professors will be able to store tutorial videos for students to utilize. So say in the Java class, if there's a hard lesson or a difficult lesson that everybody's having trouble with, Professor Celli can go in there and upload a tutorial, and students will be able to access that video just to get a little extra help. Current status of it is we have the operating system installed. That was the first week. Moodle's been installed and configured. We're in the testing phases. We have a couple of test courses where we've been uploading some resumes, and we had to go through CIS, which a lot of people are familiar with how slow CIS is around here sometimes. I work there, so I can't talk. We had to put in a static IP and a DNS entry so that we could hit the server from our lab downstairs, Lab 109. Because everything's set up in VLANs on this campus, without the static IPs and everything else, we wouldn't be able to have our students actually access it. So. But we have that all set up, and development of additional courses for our resume and video tutorials have begun. We are expanding every week, just waiting on a couple of additional information from our professors to actually throw up on the server and actually get people to start visiting our site. And we're hoping to have full functionality by late November. Next one. Additional projects, we converted an older Dell server to actually work with that 3D printer that was in here. Will is working on that. And we have a bunch of computers down in our office. I don't know if you guys got a chance to look in there. It's a mess, but we call it home. We have a bunch of computers stacked on top of each other. We use each one for different projects. But I mean, we're really excited for the MakerBot to be printing out stuff like that. And it's pretty exciting to see full-size rabbits come out there. And new opportunities rise daily. They really do. Ms. Smith's constantly on our backs about different things, which is great because we're never bored. And especially me, I have one class this semester. This is actually what's keeping me here on campus. So every day we're busy, and we continue to work hard and expand our independent study. And that's pretty much it. If there's any questions for me, I'm glad to answer them. Ms. Smith.
In my defense, I would like to say in their contracts, I wrote other assignments as needed. I just find a lot of other.
There's a lot of other. Yes, sir.
Could you have, say, put this presentation on your Google Drive and gone straight to that to access it?
If we were in Lab 109, yes. We can't hit it from here yet, though. They didn't give us those permissions in the VLANs to figured, yeah, but that's what we're hoping. We're hoping to have it campus-wide. We're actually hoping to be able to access it remotely, you know, just having a domain on the internet and being able to go in. But with security reasons, you know, they're kind of tight with that. But that's what our overall goal is.
Who's going to be the administrative access?
It's me right now. Once I graduate, we kind of keep the documentation of each machine we have in there so that her future independent study students will have passwords, credentials, all the documentation of what we've done, and so they can work farther. Yes, sir.
Your objective seems to be to have a single repository that a lot of people can access, right?
Correct.
No technically, but why, what's the difference between doing it like this and putting it up on the cloud someplace?
The difference is that we wanted to start from scratch. The cloud's great. There's just many applications that allow you to do that in minutes. But we wanted to have something that we said that we have created. You know, with the cloud, it's been out there for years now. I mean, I know they say it's new, you know, within the past 5 years, but it's always been there. And we use the cloud every day with Dropbox, Microsoft 365. You know, we use our OneDrives. We just wanted to have something that we created as a team, and you know, and we put a lot of work into. So
Sort of training and education exercise.
right, and I think it's great to have that background and put that on your resume and say, hey, I did this during an interview. You know. So. Anybody else? Okay, thank you guys very much.